Hello everyone, at the beginning of this video, I want to start in by asking all of you a question. When was the last time you really listened to a story, the one that wasn't trying to sell you something? Every day we scroll past influencers sharing their lives, brands promoting values, and ads that sounds like personal journeys. But are these stories real? Are they helping us to understand the world? Or are they just shaping what we buy, believe, and become? Philosopher Bai Chun Han called this the crisis of narration. He warned that we're no longer telling stories to understand meanings, we're selling them. So the question is, can genuine storytelling still exist in the world where everything is trying to sell you something?
Philosopher Ping Chu Han argues that we live in a post-narrative era, not because stories disappeared, but because they've been replaced by something else: information. Han writes that information doesn't offer orientation or meaning, it flows our world in fragments: data, updates, recommendations. So overwhelming, we lose ourselves. Narratives, he says, used to bind people together through shared meaning. Now, that space has been filled by fast, denarrativized content, what he calls a rushing forest of stimuli. Without narratives, Han warns, we lose the ability to imagine different ways of meaning. We become blind to other realities and to other people. Today, storytelling is everywhere, but much of it isn't about sharing, it's about selling. Baudrillard calls this the age of simulacra, copies with no original images that pretend to be meaning. The tear-jerking commercial that carefully curated the In My Life vlog, they are not stories, they are simulations made to make us feel, then buy.
Real narratives, they don't push, they invite. They're messy, emotional, and uncertain. Just like communication theorist James Carey says, the true storytelling is not transmission, but ritual. It doesn't just deliver a message, it holds people together in shared meaning. Unlike story selling, real narratives create space for listening. It values silence, it values the difference of the others. But here is the problem. In the age of social media, we don't just tell our story, we perform them. Psychologist Sherry Turkle warns that we are alone together. We share, but we don't connect. We're building brands of ourselves, not narratives of our real lives. We're not narrating who we are, we're creating who we want the others to think we are.
What if we slow down? What if we listened, not for content, but for connection? Ping Chu Han reminds us that genuine narration allows the world to look back at us. When we truly tell stories, unpolished, unfiltered, we allow space for reality and for each other. It's not about perfection, it's about presence. So maybe the question isn't just this, how we can resist story selling. Maybe it's this, will you choose to listen, not to ads, not to reels, but to real people, real stories, told with uncertainty and heart. Because in a world of story selling, the act of genuine narration is resistance.